Another personal film selection of mine. I actually watched a bit of this earlier today. Office Space. I
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice. Of
I
Yeah.
love
course.
that movie. I just I absolutely love this movie. I watch it, at least once a year. Like I am always revisiting this movie. It's hard to say which scene is my favorite because I mean they are just all fantastic. But I'd have to say my favorite character out of like all like the favorite side characters. I have two favorite like side characters, right? His neighbor. Every interaction he has with his neighbor is just amazing, hysterical. But then I also really like the waiter guy, the eccentric waiter. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Can I get you guys any jalapeno poppers? How you guys doing today?"
It's like extreme
Oh man,
fajitas.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh man, that shit always cracked me up.
I,
But yeah, it's such a great film.
Besides what Nick mentioned, the hypnosis scene always cracked me up big time. Poor
oh,
guy, he has like a heart attack, and he never gets knocked out of the hypnosis, so he's just like calm. It's like
Right?
he sleeps in the next day, and he has like how many messages on his phone from Lumberg,
oh
and
God, it's in the
each
teens.
one
Oh
starts
yeah,
exactly the same. He just
right.
goes through them really quickly.
Yeah,
Uh,
hi.
yeah. Oh yeah. Hi. Yeah.
I
Hi.
love in
Yeah.
that
Hi.
that therapist scene or that hypnotherapist scene
Mm-hmm.
uh when Peter's like,
So I was sitting in my cubicle today and I realized ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it. So that means that every single day that you see me, that's on the worst day of my life.
What about today? Is today the worst day of your life?
Yeah.
Wow, that's messed up. I'm sorry.
Oh, and
uh,
his quote, "It's not that I'm lazy, it's just I don't care." It's just
yeah,
like that's like a mantra. And he knocks down the wall in his cubicle so he
yeah,
can get a view out the
guts a
window.
fish,
And
plays
yep.
Tetris and eats
yeah,
Cheetos.
this guy has upper management written all over him.
Yeah.
Oh, and who's the guy he's like, I'm a people person, I take the fight.
Tom,
Yeah,
Tom
Tom. Okay.
Wachowski.
God, it's so good.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Yeah, he's freaking out. The two guys is like, oh, good luck with your firings or whatever.
Bob,
Yeah,
Bob.
Bob
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Bob, yeah,
yeah. The Bobs,
the
yes.
Bobs, yeah.
Uh, God, man, the beginning where they're waiting in traffic and the
Hmm.
music, he goes to
Uh-huh.
switch lanes. The other lane goes then the one that he left, and then he goes back to the one he left, and then that one he was just in moves. Um,
Oh yeah.
the guy on the stretcher, whatever, the walker is now further along than he is, and he's in a car. Um, the music that Michael Bolton listens to, the guy's name is Michael Bolton,
Oh
and it's got this, it's just throwing out like the N bombs, whatever. So it's gangster rap.
And let your homies know who done it. Cause when it comes to this gangster shit, you motherfuckers know who run it.
And then he gets somebody,
Yeah, yeah.
some black guy walks by him, and he locks his doors and turns down,
turns it down. Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
leaves it. And then as soon as he leaves, he turns it back up and he acts like he's all
Yeah,
tough again, right? Oh
right.
man, there's so many classic fucking.
I Man, probably one of my favorite lines from The Neighbor when Peter like gets home, and they're having a beer together and whatnot, and he's like, "Let me ask you something. Does anyone at your job?" He's asking his neighbor, "Does anyone
Oh
at your
yeah.
job ever say to you, 'Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays'?" He like looks at him all like serious. He's like, "No, man. No, I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that." And that shit always cracked me up, man. I love
Yeah,
that line.
his death stare into him, and he's just like, the no
Yeah,
man,
like how dare you ask me that question?
shit,
You know,
no,
like almost like he felt like kicking his ass just by
right?
his. It's great.
Hey Lawrence, what would you do if you had $1 million? He's like, I tell you what I do, man. Also, it's
Yeah,
like two chicks at the same time.
Yep.
It's like, he's like, come on, man, no, man, I'm saying it.
give
Well,
me
you
a
don't
million
need to
dollars.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh, what if for two chicks to double up on a guy like me? He's like, yeah, it's like, yeah. I figure I could probably pull that off. Being a lot of money. Like, all right, yeah. Milton's,
A little bit.
But I was told that I could listen
to the radio at a reasonable volume. But I said I don't care if they lay me off either, because I told Bill that if they move my desk one more time, then I'm quitting. I'm going to quit.
Thanks a bunch, Milton.
But
Bye.
well, okay, but I could set the building on fire.
It's very special.
Now, Milton, don't be greedy. Let's pass it along and make sure everyone gets a piece.
Okay, but last time I didn't receive a piece.
Since you're down here, it would be really great if you could just sort of take care of the cockroach problem we've been having in here.
No, that's really not my job, and I haven't received my paycheck this week. Excuse me? Excuse me? But, okay, but that's the last straw.
Yeah.
Ridiculous thing. The whole movie is based
Yeah.
off of him. He's based on, like, a comic book strip is based off of him.
Yeah.
The
that's
whole Office Space exists because of that character, Milton. Peter
Mhm.
Gibbons and everyone was just added later. Bill Lumberger is hilarious as the boss.
What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently didn't put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS reports.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I forgot.
Oh, and I almost forgot. I'm also going to need you to go ahead and come in on Sunday, too.
I could talk for hours on this movie. It is just fantastic. I can't even think of a favorite. PC load letter. What the fuck does that mean? He hits the copier
Right.
and just breaks it.
Yeah. I mean, the
God.
soundtrack is great too.
Oh, I love it.
It
I
really
love
is.
It. Yeah.
It's so good.